man, oh man, oh man, oh man, man. Give this thing a few minutes to set up. Let's see here. Alright. Probably should have started this playthrough earlier. And I forgot I wasn't actually doing any streaming. Alright, so I want to try to see if we can't get to... maybe Bear and Flint today. Maybe I'll just do some of the DLC instead. Alright. Let's see here. What were we doing? I don't remember. We just got to New Haven. So I'm just playing on a playthrough 2 of Brick. I'm slightly higher than most of the enemies due to the fact that I did the DLC. I did all the DLC on playthrough 1, which gave me a good, basically 10 levels ahead, because someone was able to do a Chromarax. I played online like the first few days that the I played online the first few days that the DLC was out. Oh, the update, I guess the update. And then I had my character who was in the Jonah Knox DLC, and I was like, hey, you know, person who's got a level 69 character, why not you just go ahead and walk me and this other guy through this real quick? And we died like 8 times, and the other guy was just like slowly killing at him. So me and the lower level guy were like level 40, and the Chromarax is like a level 6. I think he was 69 at the time, because it was a playthrough 1. I think he's actually like 67 on the playthrough 1, which is kind of weird why they had it like that. Alright. Let's see if these are any good. I like that fire rate and reload, but there's no elemental damage. Just the elemental damage, this Hyperion one's gonna probably be a better weapon. I need to get my launcher up. It's weird to have a brick with really good repeater and really good sniper, because it's like not what he's built for. He's built for shotguns, rocket launcher, and yeah, he's built for combat rifle because combat rifles are really beneficial towards him. Let's see here. What I want to get better rocket launcher, but that is not an option right now. I'm just not getting any rocket launchers. So that fire rate is like kind of stupid good. But let's see here, because he had a bunch of other weapons that we got from these chests. I figured I might as on like Borderlands 2, like I won't use the keys ever, and just like I play through the game the main way. Here in Borderlands 1, it's like I got like 80 something keys, and so I might as well go ahead and use a bunch of them. Given my character's already on playthrough 2, he's already a higher level. What I really want is I want the sniper again. But the sniper, though it's clearly too low level for my character now, it has exactly what I want. A high magazine and high fire rate. That's what I want. That's what I want in a sniper. I hate the other snipers in this game, especially the ones that have a magazine of less than 6. Less than 6 on a sniper, I just don't think it's worth it. Like this thing has like really low recoil, and the damage, like you do more DPS. You'll just do more DPS if you have the 400 and with the 800 on an SMS. So that's just like, I think that's a much better gun sniper than these other snipers that I have down here, if you correct it for the level. I got one of the infinite repeater. This one is just like weird. Like we didn't really call them infinite in the first Borderlands until we get to Borderlands 2. I like this one. I like see the combat rifles with high magazine, like they're your Vladovs with high magazine, high fire rate, work better with brick because of the master blaster. It just makes it a better gun than any of the other combat rifles. And like when you're always like down on trying to get your second win, it's like obviously the more bigger magazines are going to be the better ones, and that's just like the scenario. So it's really annoying that we have all these other freaking combat rifles, like a doll in here. It shoots a burst fire, but it only has 21 bullets in the back. That's too small. if I had this gun, but with this magazine size and fire rate, even though it was burst fire and a doll, this would actually be a really good weapon. But its magazine is just way too small. But its recoil is really nice. That's just my complaint there. And this rocket launcher just kind of sucks because it fires too slow. Rocket launchers just suck in this game in general. It's just kind of what we had to deal with. This shotgun's actually really great. But it's now too low level for my character. And so, I'm running this. Let's see here. I want to make sure. Actually, I want to get my proficient. Where's my SMG? So go back to this. I do want to keep using shotgun because I want to get that proficiency up. And we go back here one more time. Pistol's already really good because it uses both the revolver and repeater. That's why I like using this one, because it's actually a really good weapon for me. I actually picked it up out of the golden chest yesterday. So I'm gonna put that there, and I'm gonna do. I like this SMG. I just like the explosion damage. You don't get the explosion damage on SMGs in Borderlands 2 or pre-sequel, and you probably won't for Borderlands 3 either, depending on maybe if they do something crazy. I really do need a new shield though. The shield's getting me just a little bit dated, but I'm still not in the space where I'm spawning with enemies at my level. So I'm not getting good loot on just yet. Like, bosses will drop you purples and stuff, but they're not really useful to me because it's always like they're level 40 and I'm basically level 40. I'm 49. So let's see here. I like this revolver. This is a good revolver. It has a good fire rate. It's okay. Fire rate's actually just okay. It's got a good magazine size, and it's corrosive, and it's a TDR. So, on revolvers, that's a pretty decent one. They don't make revolvers in Borderlands 2 because of the way they structured up TDR to be a reload grenade thing. Cool mechanic, but all the TDR guns in Borderlands 2 are kind of passable besides the rocket launchers, which are kind of cool. And they're gimmicky, and that's really just like all you can say about the rocket launchers. It's like overall, they're just going to be doing more DPS at this one, and since I have the Master Blaster at max, that means when I make one kill, I should be able to like knock out more enemies than this one because I have a large magazine as well, and so I should be doubling my fire rate. Recoil reduction, that's what you live with. It's probably not that bad, especially since I mostly play up close and personal anyways. Let's see here. So I have SMG. I'm playing mid-range with this weapon setup. I need a good rocket launcher. That's just what I want. I just want a good rocket launcher. This thing wouldn't be bad, but it uses like 3 rockets per shot. And so you get 2 shots out of this thing. And if you let's say like it does 2. It goes from 3 to 2, and then you go shoot another one. But if you only have 1 rocket left, you don't get to shoot that. They did allow that in Borderlands 2, where it's like, if you have any ammo in, regardless of rocket, will still fire. And so, let's see here. I guess I'll use this shotgun instead. I mean, I got it yesterday. Haven't really played with it. And it does shock, and I'm running into more enemies that have shields now than before. I'm just going to run this setup for the time being, but I want to check my... Let's do this one more time. Because I have tons of keys and I'll probably never use them all. Okay, what do we get here? We got like the same gun, but without an elemental type. And it's this one. Guess what's... I just probably wouldn't even use these. Let's see here. Let's do this side quest real quick. Well, actually, this is the main quest. And then I want to go to the bank in the Underdome to actually see one of my weapons there that I might be able to use. Because I had some weapons from that Comarax fight that were like 10 levels higher than what I was able to actually use. Let's first, however, get speed on. So, as far as I know, if I recall, like you can only do the speed glitch with brick if you were transitioning into between levels and not the host. But it seems now that it works with the vehicle and it stays persistent as long as you don't use it. So maybe I just forgot how it worked properly. Yeah. There are some nice updates with how waypoints work. Some of the waypoints I actually tell you where to go now. On the ones that's like, here's an area waypoint, but you don't really know it's an area waypoint. And when you come back to Borderlands 1, you can understand the waypoints better. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That's whatever. Get points for killing myself.
Hello again.
Elena Pierce. Good thing you're a main character in the second game, and you're super important, and I should get emotionally attached now. Oh, Marcus.
Come on in and take a look. I understand that leaving it.
I'm not gonna bother reading this stuff. I've already kind of like, I've read all the missions before.
Scooter asked me to tell you about a little something he needs done. You should ask him about it.
I swear this should be the base speed for all the characters, because it's more in line with the base speed of Borderlands 2. The base speed of Borderlands 1 here is just far too short, or too low. So I'm just going to do a side quest, so let's see here, New Haven. Let's do this claptrap mission. You don't get a new SDK on the second playthrough if you've already done it before. But, I just want the XP. What's the best way to get up there? I remember like some of these missions, because without that waypoint, would just take forever to do because you wouldn't have any clue where something was. So that's treated as an XP. All of those things suck. Or out the point, all the missions just are kind of terrible. I just want to go to Underdome. Where's Underdome? Underdome, here we go. And I just want to go here real quick, check out the vault. Hopefully the cutscene doesn't play. It'd be kind of annoying if it did. Bank. And we have, what's in the bank? Do we have anything? I think some things I can almost use. Nope, never mind. I have nothing I can use in here. Nothing that I want to use, at least. There's some new grenades, but I don't get those for a long time. That's fine, because like, this is a really good shotgun. I mean, it's a crossover version of one of the other ones I have. It's not as good as the explosive one, but it's good enough. I do want to put the weapons in here that are too low level for me, just because, you know, I don't like to have all the legendaries. I get tons of space in the vault, and I can always sell them later. I don't care about the non-legendaries, and I don't care about the artifacts since I already have those.
Remember, Marcus means quality at a great price.
All right, this is actually a pretty decent sniper. I got it out of the chest, but I just don't think I'll ever use it. So I'm going to sell. I like the Valve snipers because they have a slightly higher fire rate than most. The shotgun's too basic for me. Those class mods, I should look at those more, but I don't want to, because I like my class mod now. It gives me everything I need. What's this one? Berserker, Skirmisher. I'm gonna get rid of the Berserker one just because I don't put anything into the Berserker section. I just like the sniper too much to get rid of it until I find a better replacement for it. Gonna get rid of that one. Just gonna get rid of it because I probably won't use it. It would seem like, oh, I'm gonna get rid of all these good weapons. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's put those away. See, like, I got that butcher just from like a random chest, type from a golden chest, and it's like, oh, hey, look, a butcher. It's cool, but it's like, it's 4 levels lower than what I need it to be. I don't know, how do you, I guess you have to like go over here if you want to activate it, do previous stuff. See, I don't like the underdown thing because you don't get XP when you actually like play it. You don't get XP when you play it. You just don't. But I should be able to do the... Hey, look at that. It's level freaking 40. It's just like, it's not even worth getting. It's not even worth picking up. And these are like 43. If I had something that was like 47 or 48, I might look at it. Let's go to T-Bone Junction and see if I can't actually like get anything good out of some of the vendors that are right by the door. Okay, good. We can skip the cutscenes.
You are late. We must speak immediately, but I'm afraid for my own security, and therefore you must jump through a hoop or two. Talk to the mechanic. He knows where to find me. And a word of caution, don't touch him if you ever want to eat with your hands again.
Oh, it's level 51. I could actually like do that.
You ain't getting nowhere without wheels, boy. And maybe girl. I've been cooking up something new, but I ain't finished the booster system yet. Who are your leaders?
It's rubberized, it's not even worth it. See, I want to do transfusion because I play up close all the time. That's what I'm looking for. Or transfusions. This mission is free XP.
Alright, hey, what I'm gonna need is an X372 supercharger, but not the 373. There's recall on that thing and the kind of people burning live and shit. Also a big old tank of nitrous and one of them fancy exhaust booger things. I don't even know what it does, man.
Yes.
Oh, smoking Jesus titty cinnamon, that is a monster! That's gonna be sweet!
There are a bunch of chests around here. Should be able to. Hey, there we go. Yeah.
Alright.
All greens.
Hello,
And
traveler.
they're all
There are new
celebrated.
missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
That's all I'm worried about now is side quests, not doing any of the main quest other than this current one because cool. That's a repeater. I'm like, what the heck is this gun? It's not an SMG. Yeah, I don't want to do this DLC right now, at least by myself. See, like the General Knox DLC here did a lot of good work for the game. It really kind of sets Scooter to be more like Scooter, as we would have seen him in the second game. What was that? Here. Oh, yeah, Ninja Assassins. Oh, they're 2 levels higher than me.
Well, shoot, looks like the passenger seat's gonna have to go bye-bye to fit that bad boy in there. I'll get to work on that right now.
Motocross pattern, go, go!
I'm hit! Need backup!
Not gonna lie, they're hard to hit. You know, I probably should not be playing a track ball. That's my game. You see, like, Brick is super great with these, I really love just mowing them down.
Finished!
No! No, come back! I knew this would happen. Because she's an elite enemy, so I'm just like getting destroyed because reasons. Oh wait, she's still probably like over here. No, she's charging her shield. See, like, I hate fighting them because they just move around so much. Honestly, that was one of the biggest problems in the first game here, is that enemies move around too rapidly. The speed of the enemies is way too high. Like, ridiculously high.
An Omega Senshu order has been issued for you. There will be 5 teams assembled to guarantee the objective is successful.
Siren?
That was the first. The
Ooh.
Omegas are relentless and highly trained. The Elite's elite. The only advantage you have is that their top operative recently left their employ. Stay alert. Athena out.
See, there's no benefits to it. Like, it's not really worth having a, it's not worth having the shields that don't actually, like, give you anything in return for it. So, like, a spike shield is usually pretty good for a character like mine. Just because I'm always up in front with the enemies. So even if, like, I don't do a whole lot of damage, it's still actually, like, oh, it just takes you down. I thought it took you up. I can't remember how to get up there. I say that in the sense that it's been a minute since I've been to T-Bone Junction. It's like the time from when I started the T-Bone Junction DLC and this character, and when I picked him back up with the new update, it was a couple months. Several months, actually. At least I still have my slightly speed advantage. Makes this part more bearable.
I could always count you were the resourceful type. Bring him on back and we'll get you rolling.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't think you do a DLC. I only think like he's gonna use. Okay, that's endowed. Rapid reload. I don't have anything endowed. I have everything in rapid reload. I don't remember what was the other one that thing said.
Who needs a real doctor when you got
Wide
me?
load. Wide load. So I have like one thing on wide load because I never do rocket launchers because they suck in this game.
Machines in there scary.
I need to reset my skill pieces anyways.
You need to know.
That's just something I've been needing to do. Nope, there was money there.
Hey, one of them crimson bucket sluts put a number on my hand trying to get information on your secret lady friend. Now, I didn't tell him nothing, but I can't install anything right now. Give me a hand getting this stuff in.
The Crimson Landscape. Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
Do not worry. Pandora is the 13th most important planet within our interval.
Alright, here.
Dominion, we might not spend much of our budget on you, but at least you're not on Promethea.
Oh, wait! get your struck module so my catch a ride can build these bad boys for you. Hit that switch over there. Hey, your friend's hanging with Moxie to join the Fathoms. Grab one of those monsters we just finished and get your ass moving.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
You just get a lot of XP from just like doing these early missions that don't require a lot of work.
Wow, you're not dead?
Warning, removal of the attached label is punishable by instant death.
No! I didn't actually expect to run into anybody. Oh, okay, I guess I did a critical spot. I would pick up a better shield.
Your sweet release is at hand. Please stand by.
Can I help you?
I feel like there's a lot for this DLC that was planned or like set up for, but never came into fruition. Like certain of those doors. What? You see? How do you just like find one of these? What chest? What chest had that? Oh, they want me to have it. Let's see here. Oh, that's actually really good. Ooh. I don't know if that message actually even popped up.
Who are your leaders? Who makes the decisions that will most affect your lives?
Actually, I'm kind of curious if
Before you answer,
it's even picking up my audio. My tech's vibrating now. Alright, let's see here. Nope, that was unnecessary. I guess you can hear me then, huh? If not by a delay. Alright, let's see here. I just want to do side quest.
Can't carry enough bullets for your favorite gun? Sounds like you need a storage deck upgrade. Supplies limited.
Yes, this is how I'll go fighting.
You looking at my fist?
Yeah, this should be entertaining.
My transfusion grenades are so worthless. What? No, do the mission.
This is amazing. Never seen anything like this.
I need a good rocket launcher. I don't know, did he even pick it up? I probably didn't even pick it up. Nope. I picked up this thing.
For me?
Yeah, just kind of. I don't know what they're doing. Last thing I need is kind of a gun that's 10 levels lower. Okay. I don't even know if the text thing's even working. It says message. Does it have the guy's name? Because it shouldn't. It should just say.
Hello.
So, yeah. Why are we walking? Why are we walking? Don't we have cars? We have cars. Who's a car?
Don't be shot out. I sure catch you right now.
Drive.
No! No! Lovely physics. One thing I really wish they would have done was just go ahead and replace the card with the one from Borderlands 2. All the things they fixed up. But nope. Couldn't do that. Mothrack. Hey. I don't need like 100 XP for that, really? Alright. Did he drop anything good? Probably not. Nope. Doesn't look like anything good dropped. Great. You know, that's just how I like my game. see. Pathetic. Nope. Too low level. Let's see here. We gotta go kill the midget.
This is amazing.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Drive on, drive on.
I will say driving a trackball in the car is actually a little convenient. There are a lot of things that the trackball is convenient for. Like if you ever had something that's like, oh, it's better with an analog stick, yeah, it's actually really good with the trackball. Just like imagine like a super loose analog stick, and that's what we're playing with. This little bitch, get out the way. Alright, where the heck are we? Hey, corrosive crystals. Hey, you pick up crystals, boy. Get those crystals. I want to see crystals. Hey, there we go. Get like 9 XP from these guys. No!
I've never seen anything like this.
Yes, I do want some of that. I always forget how to do this part. I'm gonna press like 5 You just have to take yourself out. You have to take your shield off. Yeah, you need to take your shield off and then kill yourself with a rocket launcher and respawn. That's gonna be your best bet. Let's just go ahead and do that.
You're dead.
Yeah, you gotta take your shield off and then use a grenade or rocket launcher and just like put yourself in fight for life. There you go. And then you can respawn. Alright. Yeah, that's one thing they really had a problem with in this game was collision. Oh, physics. NVIDIA, you know how to make collision. But good collision, that's debatable. Ah, that was good enough for its time. And that's why they're slowly phasing it out. Sure. I mean, I'm not gonna be on here much longer myself, so. I will be right back. I gotta get some chapstick. let's see if we can't finish up these side quests. Well, we have this location, but we don't have West Commons or whatever. I don't see why we don't have West Commons. It's kind of annoying. Alright. Might as well do multiple mission turns.
Nasty out there, right?
Okay.
I'll catch you later.
Wait, I do want a vehicle. Let's change the color. Make it black.
Drive on, brother.
I am talking. The lady with scars where her face should be believes that you and I are looking for the same thing. You should come to me now so I can see the artifact you have recovered.
Your DNA has now been granted clearance to travel within the Rust Commons.
You never should have
Yeah, you definitely need a better shield. If those weren't the same buttons. Oh, if those weren't the same buttons. At least the frame rate's feeling pretty steady. Would you believe I told you I was streaming over Wi-Fi? Oh, maybe someone can tell. I always forget this map is really jank. We always end up going the wrong way. This map and the other Rust Commons are both like just like the most jank maps. And like, why the fuck isn't that free? Oh, it's just gonna explode. That's great. Might as well do that. Put out all of its misery.
give me something else to kill.
Yeah, do what he says. Give him something else to kill.
Drive on, brother.
See, like, you can memorize this map, but you'll still end up doing it wrong anyways. See, like, look at that. I'm not even colliding with anything. But collision detection flags off. That means they didn't make the collision portion of the car accurately. They decided to build a bunch of primitive shapes that are like capsules or something. It's like, no, you gotta use proper shapes. Wait, I'm not doing side quest. It completely eluded me that I wasn't doing any side quests there. At least that's one crazy thing with the vehicles in this game is that, yeah, they'll basically just kill anything on one hit. Basically anything besides a boss. And most really elite enemies that have a lot of health, they won't kill them in one hit just because they'll do like 50% of their health instead. So yeah, 2 hits for most of it. There was another guy there? Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, I don't see him. I don't see the other enemy that's supposed to be up there. Oh, there he is. Explains why he wasn't moving. Where'd the other go? Oh, they just skipped straight back too. See, like before, you would have to like they didn't have the waypoint even like remotely tell you where anything was, so they just like replaced the area waypoints in some of them with actual positioning. Now I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember a lot of the area waypoint ones having this system in front of us. What's this area over here? I should be able to grab that fast travel. Yeah, discover the travel. Discover the scrapyard. Let's see here. It's I just need a transfusion one. That's all I want. I just want a transfusion one. I need a transfusion one and a good rocket launcher. I don't have rest commons. Fast travel. They have a really jank fast travel system here in the first game. Like none of the DLC. So I feel like if you play DLC, you basically should just like play it all the way in one shot, or have lots of patience, because there's no fast travel in any of the DLC, which is crazy. So you only get fast travel to the DLC, and that's it. How could they not fix it up? There's tons of places where they could have fixed it up. Was it that hard to add a location to it? I feel like that's some of the quality of life stuff they should have done. It just what really bugs me. It's like, hey, here's this enhanced edition that we're basically going to sell again, and we're going to do it just like Skyrim was done, just like Bethesda does all their games with the remastered versions. They just sell them again. There might be a situation like this, like, hey, I already have it. just go ahead and give it to me. That's what it should be, and that's how it works. But they're not like giving me that much for an upgrade. Like, you're already selling it just for updates, when I don't think it's worth the updated price. I think it's like $30. I don't think it's like worth $30 in today's pence. Even like I got this like $5 of all the stuff on it. Even then, I was like, that's a bargain bin deal. And that's a bargain bin game. I just don't feel like, hey, this game should be another executable. It should just be like, it should be the same price as the first game. I don't think that's what's worth the, if they weren't gonna like do any more major updates or do any more additional fixes, then they probably shouldn't have bothered like doing anything more than what they did and just like replacing the executable entirely and then selling it at the same price. It's like some of the AI. Did they not want to upgrade the AI even a little bit? Was it just too hard? Is Unreal 3 just so outdated that getting any quantity of resources on there, I would say about like 10 people, would that have just been like a crazy amount? I don't know who worked in the Enhanced Edition. I don't know if they had a bunch of people on it. But it just feels like some of the quality of life stuff they did was like, the thing, they like selected, I bet they had like, here's 10 things we want to update that we believe will make things much more bearable. And yeah, they did those things, but there's probably about a list of like 100 plus things that could have just like really made this thing a bang for the buck. That's another thing. It's like some of these missions were just never reviewed at all. They just like weren't looked at twice because there clearly should not be collision here, but there is. Why? There's no reason to have collision there. There's no reason to have collision in this space, and there's a lack of collision there. It just like goes back to what I'm saying. It really wasn't worth the upgrade if this is what they were gonna do with it. Because like it's minimal. And it feels minimal. You can tell it's minimal if you've played the game before. Now, if you've never played the game, then sure, it's actually better to get this version than it is to get the other version. And now we have an example of the area waypoint mission that didn't get an adjustment of like telling you where the parts were and everything. So I have to like try to remember, hey, where are these parts again? Because they're not necessarily in the spots where you might think. Like, why is there collision there? Does there need to be collision there? Now, what it about probably is it's that this whole structure right here, this collision just like goes up. Because it was probably cheaper for them to do that than it was to do the other stuff. Like, hey, let's fix some of the AI. Just a tiny bit of the AI needs to be fixed up. Like maybe readjusting a nav mesh, maybe updating to some of the AI code that we use for Borderlands 2 or pre-sequel, you know. Now, I've only ever used Unreal 4, and upgrading from Unreal 4 versions to newer versions is pretty seamless. It's, of course, not perfect, but you can go from like version like 1 to version like 8 pretty easily, and then after that you can go from version 8 to 4.18, and you can go from 4.18 to 4.22, and those are pretty seamlessly, you know, put together, and you can go in between them. You can go forward fairly easily, and I don't know about Unreal 3. Unreal 3 probably couldn't do that, or maybe they built so many proprietary tools that use very specific coding standards that just weren't upgradable. So get out of here! 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 At least that's still funny and entertaining. Let's see. And the reason why I complain about some of the upgrade are because I want Gearbox to do their best. I want them to be successful because I want to see Borderlands 3 be successful. When you put a couple hundred hours into Borderlands 2 and I think about 200 hours into Borderlands pre-sequel, you know, I expect the third Borderlands to come out and be really good. Now, if they're going to do a remastered version, I do have high standards because I want it to be, you know, appreciated again by a newer audience, and I want to be able to reappreciate it myself and be able to observe from a technological advantages, because I do game dev on the side, not as much as I should, or as much as some might say is respectable. But I study a lot of the technical details, I study up how the things work, and so when I hear, hey, we did this upgrade, I imagine it should be pretty easy for them to get a pretty big upgrade.
The only conversations I have anymore are with this echo recorder. I've developed a relationship with it. Some cycles I sleep with it, and others I make it stay outside of my tent. My waning ability to discern logic from insanity is becoming cumbersome. I've been translating Eridan writings in between arguing with the recorder. It went off for a few hours during my last sleep cycle. I heard you sneak out. If I were to pontificate, I would infer that the Eridan writings show a class-based society that was quite capable of both leadership and of armed conflict.
See, like, there's a lot of little bits like this that try to, like, kind of maybe set up for the third one. They don't really, like, tell us much about the Iridian people and everything. We don't really see them in the second game, besides a few statues.
I spend the majority of days having conversations with people that are not there. 2 days ago, I explained to my mother how the translation program I was writing would greatly help me understand exactly what all this Eridan text I've been attempting to decipher actually means. My mother has been dead for 16 years. She was never actually interested in science to begin with. I'm unsure if I'm quite to the point of no return, but my stubbornness, which I got from her in the first place, will keep me here putting up with her until I find exactly where the vault is, or until I drive myself so far off the edge I do not remember why I was doing this in the first place. Day 457. This is exciting. I think I might strip naked and run around to celebrate, but I'll do it during the dim cycle, for fear of prying eyes. Before overloading and melting 4 of my computer's 13-qubit operators, my program was able to decipher quite a bit more than I had been able to understand before. It will take a few days to fix, but I was able to find many repeated instances of an event that takes place every 200 years. It's repeated many times with a symbol that looks not unlike a circle with an upside-down V in it. It's possible that this is the vault. And something about the vault happens every 200 years. Tonight, for dinner, I will have eggs. Day 481. It's true. It's all true. My program did it. Program. I'm now certain that the vault is here, and that the symbol has something to do with opening it. I've checked and triple-checked my findings, and it all seems to make sense. It looks like there are extreme measures to keep the vault secure, but that it can be opened every 200 years. The vault's contents must be extremely valuable, maybe better than the Atlas tech. But I cannot reveal this information to anyone just yet. If I'm wrong, done, and if I'm right, the suits will claim it. I must find the vault myself. Day 481. It's true. It's all true. My program did it. Program. I'm now certain that the vault is here, and that the symbol has something to do with opening it. I've checked and triple-checked my findings, and it all seems to make sense. It looks like there are extreme measures to keep the vault secure, but that it can be opened every 200 years. Doll corporations just shut down their mining operations. Extremely valuable. Pandora. Maybe better than the they are insane. But I cannot reveal that information to anyone. The decision is wrong. Iridium mining, and if I'm right, the suits will claim it all, and has funded my project. It's been especially profitable given how low their labor costs are. I wonder what Doll will do with all the unpaid convicts they've been using to work their mines. I wonder if any of them will be my friend. What? Why are you always so jealous of me getting new friends? I'm turning you off.
Yeah, the only friend she could ever turn on. A...
My camp, or what's left of it. Let's hope you're more useful than the last one I hired.
That's a good question. I'm wondering... No. The vehicles don't show up on the minimap. Alright, so I just want to turn in these missions. Perfect. Alright. I thought I had that location on fast travel, but I guess I did not have that location on fast travel.
Come on in, poke around. I'll catch you later.
Hey, don't be shy now. Come on, catch a ride.
Come on in and take a look around. Talk to you later.
Nice, I leveled up. And I kept meaning to reset the skill points. Yeah. It's like, I don't care really to ever do anything with melee.
No pain.
I got a bunch of weapons. Neat. Terrible, terrible. Awful weapons. A booster.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
See, it has good recharge as an option, but I might just need to upgrade. Even though I'll get the spike or the Nova charge. I just kind of need the recharge a little bit more. But before I head out, maybe I'll do some more side quests. I'm gonna do another one of these bad boys. Alright, and what else do we get over here? 6, and this one has 6. Let's do this one first. It's kind of about the same. Let's do this one. That's okay. I kind of liked the corrosive damage. That it was actually like really good, and it's 6 levels lower than where I would rather it be. Like the SMG here is just not doing as much damage as that, and I do need more proficiency with that than. Wait. Yeah, combat rifles at 11. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out. Oops. The pistol I went back on the ones I just got. Wait, did I get level ones that were around 46? Oh, it's like comparing it, that's why. That's level 46. That's one I just had. This one I just got. Did this game really give me one that was really low level? Oh wait, no, that's the one I just got. See, I rather had the corrosive damage, because that one's... No, this one's better accuracy, damage is negligible, fire rate's lower. I do want... What else do I want? Let's switch that out. I'm going to switch on to one of these snipers. I'm going to switch on to this Atlas sniper for the moment. Actually, I might just switch to this thing, but I need a good rocket launcher. That's the one thing I don't get. I'm not getting any rocket launchers on these things. There's not nearly the variety of rocket launchers in this game as there are in the pre-sequel in 2. You are here. I want this, and I want to change the name. Brick. Nope, can't spell brick. Nope. I have so much money, it doesn't matter anymore. Alright. I believe my class mod. So payback, harden, revenge. Do I have harden? Juggernaut, payback, alright. Harden. Yeah. What was the other one? So payback, harden, and revenge. What was revenge? Revenge is revenge. Yeah, alright. So I got. See, that's one other thing. Could they not have upgraded this? You know, could they have made sure the class mods show up properly? Maybe. It's like those little small things. It's like, why? I guess they must have made this UI system in a way to where it never been compatible with that, but they already have like a glowing effect going on with adding that blue ring that tells you the number plus or whatever, or the proper total. Would that have been too hard to put in? I don't know. I just feel like maybe that could have been looked at. I bet they picked like 100 things, and it's like, all right, let's pick the 10 easiest things that like are really gonna make the biggest difference, and this is what they picked. And I kind of wish I knew what the development process was like. Honestly, I'm more curious than that, because you can't even like get a hold of Unreal 3 today without pirating it or looking up videos on how it was actually used, because it's just so different than Unreal 4. They're not even remotely the same. I mean, a lot of the same code back end is, but they're really not the same engine, which is how you should expect your engine to upgrade incrementally. Is that it's distinguishedly different from the previous one. Let's go with pink. Make a big change up here. Alright. Where am I? Yeah, see that? We almost collided.
Kill them all!
You know, I could shoot and turn enemies, that'd be great. See, what I'm guessing is on the development end, for the ones that were waypoints before, that ended up being upgraded to like, hey, shoot this thing missions. What I'm guessing what was the case on the back end was that they had the system in place that was actually like a proper array. Like, hey, we're going to insert these into there, but now they probably were able to like, all right, get from the array, get this. I'm betting there's a lot of like maybe some code that was intended to be used, and they didn't have time to debug it properly. And so I'm guessing that may have been the case for a couple of these things. But hey, we have this bit of code. Let's go ahead and use it. Alright, let's just turn that in. Like this area, there's a lot of reasons, like that little pathway back there. Did it need to have blockers there? Probably not. Should they have fixed it up? I don't know. I would say so. There's no reason not to have all these blockers in these areas. There's probably not. There's probably no good reason to have it there. But they're there anyways, and we live with it. Like, there's another thing. Should that vehicle thing be fixed? Probably. It probably should have been fixed. It probably should have been replaced entirely with all the things that the Borderlands 2 vehicles had, the angle of adjustment.
Hello again. See you soon.
It says Jack's other eye. I guess if you come back, if you immediately come, if you play this one after Borderlands 2, then you'll be like, whoa, Jack was in this game too? No, he wasn't in this game. That's just another character named Jack. Oh, hey. There's a person. And they're higher level than me. See, I see the mic above their head. But, yeah. Now, if only I can remember which way to go. Because this map is so stupid. I think I want to go this way. Yeah. So, like, the mini-map, it's nice. It's a good upgrade. I just wouldn't say that's by itself an upgrade that makes replaying this thing as worth it as one. Hey, look, chest. How are you dying? How are you dying? You're 10 levels higher than all these enemies. How are you dying? How are you dying? A second room. Why didn't you just pick it up? Why didn't you just pick it up? We're on playthrough 2. Oh, our vehicle got destroyed. Wait, did it get destroyed? Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, that's what killed you. Hey. Let's go back to red.
Right on, brother.
Just the way that vehicle can do that. Just like, oh, I'm just gonna tip over now. It's a real problem in the General Knox DLC, because the runner in the General Knox DLC just like just wants to fly. It was built to fly. It wasn't built to be on the ground. It was built to fly. It's got a jet powered engine in the back. It's probably meant to have wings and fly.
What can I do for you? That's all for the time being. This is amazing.
But now I have this guy here. If he's willing to be a good old killer of enemies, we should do some of that General Knox DLC. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. This one, like, it just isn't that good. It's just its accuracy and recoil. If they were any more worth something. Get rid of that. It's too low level.
Atlas believes in customer service above
Yeah,
all
that one's
else.
too low level.
Though all sales
That one's now
are
too low
final.
level. Those are the ones I was using. Oh, that's so good. What did I end up even selling anyways? Probably stuff I didn't even care for. Alright, I sold the SMG that I technically still had equipped. That's fine. I'm gonna go back to this thing. I need the corrosive weapon, shock weapon, explosive. I need a better repeater if I'm gonna keep using this thing. It's just like there's no element on it. Where'd it go? It just like disappeared. Oh, we got another guy joining us. Neat. Well, see, the problem with this guy, I said he's playing Brick, and his name is Master Sword. Is it some sort of allegory that he is a Master Sword, and we wield him like a weapon? I don't remember where the other doodads are. Oh wait, there's one. I'm literally looking at one. Hey.
Atlas guarantees that you will be satisfied with your cause of death. Not a guarantee.
You won't beat me. I can do it. I'm too fast.
Great to see you! Oh, come on, let's get down, come on
Wait, who am I gonna be the one fortunate enough to drive? Why does he have the same outfit as I do? Oh no, he has a different hat. It's like, it's neat.
Hey, Scooter here. Just a heads up that those Crimson D-bags set up some roadblocks on the highway. Just get your murder on and we'll pretend nobody saw nothing.
See, it's neat that they have a cool vehicle thing here. And they didn't. But the only thing is, like many games, when they add a DLC, they don't give the option to pull it into the base game. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I would say that's pretty cool if it could. I mean, you could say like, oh, you wouldn't do it until after the base game time anyways. Well, there's no time travel. This game doesn't really indicate that it is, though it's implied, after it's set after the base game stories piece. And it actually is kind of better that it doesn't, because we could say, hey, we should probably have this ability to spawn this in the base game. But we don't. That's fine. It's like we get 3 different vehicles in this game at this DLC. And maybe they thought, what am I dying for? Yeah, we need someone to come help us. Why did you kill and not let one of us kill? I'm just gonna die. Alright. I'm dead. Alright, that's another of my big problem. It's like, okay, why did you kill the vehicle that, you know, why did you kill the enemy that I could have used to respawn? You know, it's just like, you really want that 100 XP for this really minor kill? It's just like, and like people would always do that, especially if you start out a new game, like where it actually does kind of matter to get that extra 100 XP. But like when you hit like mid game, it's so negligible. Why would you want to be like 3 levels higher than the person that you're playing? That just like really kind of bugs me. Like, people like take my kill. Like, I'm trying to get a second win here. Why is nobody taking my kill? Oh dang, I almost fell off. Like this case, we were kind of like fighting for the same kill, and that's more reasonable when you like, if you're not fighting for the same kill and someone else gets it, sure, I don't have a problem with that. But what I have a problem with is saying, hey, you're 3 levels higher than me, and you're not getting killed as much. Why in the world are you taking my kills? You should be trying to like help it out, because it's so much slower to like wait for somebody else to come revive you when you could probably just do it yourself. And you should just help out your friend. I would hope the best ideal replacement for that would be to give like only like 50 points for revive, but then give like 100 points for assist. That's like the best way to like get around that. Because like then obviously like you're always gonna want to like assist your friends instead of like taking their kills. Like what's fucking hitting me? It's just one random ass guy down here. Anyway, this guy needs to go. Get out of here. Get. Die. So. Why am I dying so much? trying to figure out, is it... What is giving me this buff? Is it one of their things? I think it might be one of their things. Is it one of your guys' things? Because I'm not hearing either of you. Gut check looks like we have light coming from them, but I'm not hearing them at all. Hey. So weapons that are actually like decent? Question mark.
All right, this is General Knox. I don't really want to be here. This planet smells like hemorrhoids wrapped in bacon. I sent Steel to this planet to take care of this little problem, and also because, seriously, have you heard her? She talks all the time. And hello, have you met our friend the Sun? So, I guess, thanks for turning her into a meat kebab. Also, I'm gonna kill you and stuff. Cheers, mate.
I feel like General Knox kind of feels like an early rendition of Jack. He really does. The way that he talks, the way his attitude is kind of like casual towards you. But instead of him being like the corporate type, he's this character who's this general of a corporational army, and he is in a position where, you know, he's kind of like pinned against the wall because of
Switch.
I'm trying to remember the word. Because the person who's running...
Hey, just a quick note about Moxie in the event you ain't met her. She got a peculiar streak in her. Loves the limelight, but she ain't as sketchy as she appears to be on stage. Oh, almost forgot. She's my mom. So you treat her right, or I'll bury you where I buried Lucky. Yeah, I killed him. Don't act all surprised. I told you I was gonna do it.
Oh, yeah, what was I saying? You have the dilemma of... Actually, you know what? Let's forget all this topic. I can't remember what it was. What? Who died? Wait. Oh, no, it's this thing. Never mind.
Mr. Shank, is that you? If it's you, I already told you your money is no good. Oh, it's you. You won't need your money here. Tiger Grow.
Eh?
on in out of the dust. What can I get you? Excuse the mess, but a good kidnapping is never clean. Shank busted in and took Miss Athena for a little ride. You should have seen the fight she put up. That kitty has claws. Mr. Shank is after the chunk of change that Atlas has put on Athena's pretty little face. If you want him, you'll need to do some fancy driving. Luckily, I'm just the person to help with that.
Are you ready to rescue the princess? I think you can handle it. Head out to the prison. You're looking for an outcropping near the base of the plateau with a ramp nearby. My ex built it that way. I'll be in touch with you.
Fire rate and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
I might just have to switch to that because I need to. I'm still looking for a transfusion. Let's look for a transfusion grenade.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area. Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations.
Bye-bye. Hello again, stranger.
Hey there! Mama said you'll be needing the racer for one of your adventures. I've uploaded the Digistruct to the Catch a Ride system. You should be able to grab one whenever you want. Hey, I'd be careful though. Compared to the monster, that thing might as well be a box of gravy with wheels.
Come on, little one. Trade with me!
We were supposed to switch on to the runner, but this is fine. Wait. hold up. Let's actually switch to the runner.
Alright, sure got you right now. Are you about ready to
Can't switch vehicle. Wait, here we go.
If you would like information about purchasing a drone,
Racer is a little something I had my Scootykins whip up for me. Got the extra junk in her trunk you'll need to storm the castle.
You can really screw somebody over with that. That was funny.
Now, why am I risking my neck for you? First off, I think you're cute. Second, Atlas Occupation of Pandora has put a real pinch on my business. When you guys started riling things up on this rock, more people came through my joint in a night than booze went through my second husband's liver. Now, the Lance control of the highway is shutting me down in a hurry. That's where you and your chica come in.
Man, I didn't realize how to dodge bullets from my own assistant here. Co-worker. That's what we'll call him. Master Sword's my co-worker. I don't know this guy. The co-worker in this game is basically like a job.
positioning of drones will be immediately reported to robot resources. Atlas thanks you for your sacrifice and would like
No, come back, stupid enemy. Yeah, no. See, that's another thing, like, you don't ever make your AI run away. You don't make your AI run away in that context. The AI should be smart enough not to know not to run away. They should not. They just should not run away. They just shouldn't. There's no reason for them to run away. Like, it changed targets, and that's what was happening there. There's no reason for that. There's no reason for it to change targets.
For me? Yeah! Found help over here! Hostile fire! Let's get him! We got a man down!
It might seem like I'm neglecting Master Sword there, but I'm sure he's fine. And look at that. He hasn't taken a hit in a minute.
That's what I want. Whoa!
Ooh, that's actually a good sniper. That's why he was fighting one of the assassin groups. I'm like, what's he doing over here? Just like sitting there. They must have him like.
Target identified. Move!
Oh, they can't get over this. Nice.
Aha! Mine. Huh.
Did you already get the stuff up here? I guess there wasn't any. I imagine it was loot. I guess not. I guess he gets all the stuff that was over this side.
Whoa, look at this shit. For me?
Yeah, I think the blue one's for selling, but that's just about it.
Drive on, drive on. Drive.
Atlas strives to provide the best in automated killing. Please report any unauthorized robotic homicides to your nearest Atlas representative.
Unauthorized provided homicides.
Warning, the contents of this drone can poison small pets, livestock, and people named Jason. The Atlas Corporation would like to take this moment to remind you of its fine line of insurance policies. Please, think of your family during this time of physical crisis.
Come back here.
At Atlas, safety is our primary concern. When near drone, please avoid shooting, cursing, skipping.
No, I was so close. Oh well. Of course, she has to be badass. 3 levels higher than me. I feel like fighting this raid boss, you know? Man, I don't know what's killing him. Ah, no! Shot right through my shield and everything. I might get the second win. Hey, second win on a badass. That's how you do it. Oh, it's probably those core things I keep picking up that actually do that slight buff. I need to switch out this weapon. Oof. This one. Oh, someone else joined. So I want to switch out this for something usable. Say that, but I don't see anything I actually care to use. I think I'll switch out for this repeater. This way I can break shields. Yeah. Yeah, the man just like destroyed me instantly.
We keep a score here. Another notch on my weapon.
I can barely hear you. I have no clue if they can hear me though. Change music volume. Select point.
Was all me.
I cannot help you out, man. I knew a message was just sent, but I didn't even bother reading it. What's he doing up there?
Beat my ass.
Drive on, brother. Drive.
Still can only barely hear you. But this, however, this works.
Device. Attempting to do so, they result in electrocution or loss of eyeballs.
Another one bites the dust.
Bring it to pain.
Remember, citizens, bullets cost money and resources. Do your part by dying.
Recharging!
What the heck? Man, it just I can tell that someone's talking, but what the heck did you even pick up? What the fuck is this shield? This shield is so stupid. I guess this is a mod shield. Oops. I guess I'm going to use this Jinx shield going forward. Oh, it looks like we're coming in and closing up. I just want to get to this area real quick. And then I'll call it in. Yeah, alright. Alright, that was a pretty good round. Probably played a little bit longer than I cared to. I don't think I'll stream anymore today. Just doesn't really feel like it. I'll make sure the stream actually catches up all the way. But yeah, I'll hopefully finish streaming the rest of this at some other point.